Okay, so do you want to set this up? What do we have here?
Sure. So this is a video that actually started to get a few more views on my YouTube channel. It's kind of fun how um, um, a video will suddenly get more views. Like YouTube's algorithm just decides. It goes both ways too. Like the homelessness documentary is getting a bunch, and now it's getting not very many. So this video sort of came out of nowhere and starting to get like 1,000 views, every few days, which is a lot for our channel.
Yeah.
So I go out to Oregon in the summer of 2017, and I just travel around the region of the Pacific Northwest, and I interview people I meet along the way. And a couple of them are arranged, but a lot of them are just random. And this one was arranged. My brother knew this guy. And so I went out there and I camped one night at this marijuana farm, and it's not super formal. It's just 4 hippies that got a bunch of plants.
Wait, it's a marijuana farm that's not formal?
It's not very formal, like, well, you might think, what one would be, but there are some real proper industrial operations nowadays, there's some proper operations, but this isn't ragtag though either. They got a lot of trees and they know what they're doing and they look great. I mean, you could smell the bud. It was just something. But they're interesting people. They're young, they're kind of hippies, and we had fun talking about a few things at their farm in Southern Oregon.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, we'll play it at the same time here, okay?
Okay.
In the summer of 2017, I set off to discover the people of the Pacific Northwest. My second destination, a marijuana farm in Southern Oregon.
I just saw this place about a year ago. It was a real mess. Been trying to clean it up. Before that, I spent 2 years on a crop out in Medford.
When you say on a crop, you mean you lived on the farm there?
Yeah, I lived in a little tiny one-man tent right next to the plants like this big. Saved up and got a little RV, and then met a girl that had a little bit of money too, and we kind of went together and got a ran-down piece of property, and
wow,
been working at fixing it up.
He's strong.
Yeah, he's a beast. Started him in March, and it's now July.
When will you harvest?
November.
Are there any flowers on these yet? No buds?
No.
But I can smell them.
I don't smell anything.
I smell pot when I came here.
We're used to it. I'm his girlfriend.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Now I smell weed.
Yep.
Hi. Cody?
Cody.
Pleasure. Brandon. Hi.
May.
May.
Yeah.
Hi, that's the month of my birthday.
A lot of people think I'm born in May, but no, October.
That was my second guess. So how did you get hooked up with Mike?
We met locally. I've been in the area of Oregon for 2 years. I came from Iowa to do
one.
just this, work on crops like this. We met through networking. Came down to check out the site this year, and he needed the extra help, so I packed up everything and moved down here to do it.
What's your day like?
Pretty much just hang out.
My day, yeah.
I get up probably like 9:30, come out here, look at the plants, see how they're doing. Maybe mix up some water tanks, put some nutrients in there, and then go inside, maybe smoke some weed, eat some breakfast, come over, hang out with these guys, smoke some dab. Then maybe
Dab is no
lunch
joke.
around noon.
Dab is no
A little
joke.
bit of video.
So?
It's a lot of work in the
So much
beginning,
basic.
year, putting it in, and then it's a lot of sitting and waiting for a plant to grow.
Yeah,
They smoked it like a joint. Like,
Oh yeah, I
Give
mean,
them the right amount of
you
10 or
have
11
to
K.
be 10 and 11
Yeah,
K.
that's
too much
right.
food or the wrong food on there, they could die.
Mhm.
Or if you did it the wrong time, you can rot the roots.
Yeah, you become really in tune with what the plants need.
One thing.
What'd she say? You're tuned with what the plants what? See?
Need.
Need.
They put crystals by the plants.
Yeah, we really believe in crystal therapy.
So we put crystals in every single plant.
What does the crystal do?
Gives it good energy.
Oh yeah, it like amplifies the good energy.
What are the bamboo shoots for, if that's what those even are?
When they were smaller, it was helping hold them up. Come out eventually, but
Love those sunglasses.
hold them out.
Is there a lot of money in this?
If you do it illegally, yeah.
Yeah.
But then it's the whole money laundering thing that you got to try to get away.
Yeah, if you sold this on the street, you can make quite a bit of money, couldn't you?
Yeah, you make a lot of money, and then what am I gonna do with all that money?
Can't put it in the
Can't put it
bank.
in the
I
bank.
can't buy a car. Can't go buy a boat. It's kind of scary just being around this for people, you know? You come out here and you see something like this, it's like, oh shit, you know, like even my best friends that live out in other states would come out here, they'd be like, oh my God, like nervous just to be around such a high security thing because most people are getting shot at.
Yeah, they're here for the shooting.
Yeah, there's shootings all the time. Yeah, we
As long as
had
you're
one
smart
guy out
about
here
it, you
that
should be pretty good.
I ended up having to choke him out and put the shotgun on him and stuff, but that was a little crazy. Met him on Craigslist. No drinking, no drugs.
That's how a lot of bad stories start.
Is that you? Is that your ad?
Met him on Craigslist.
Yeah,
He's got cases of beer all over the place. He's got pharmaceutical drugs chilling on his counter, and the place is a mess. The trailer that we're letting him stay in. Next thing you know, he's gone. We're all out here working and stuff, and I finally am like, hey, we gotta tell this guy to leave. So I tell him to leave, and he's mad. You know, he's throwing a bunch of shit everywhere, and I'm watching him from the house, and next thing you know, he goes marching towards the plants that are inside the shipping container, and they're all little tiny ones like this big. It'll take you 5 seconds to destroy it, you know? So I'm like, oh crap, what's he doing running over there? So I run over there, meet him at the shipping container door. What are you doing, bro? Like, holy shit, you're fucking stupid. And start uppercutting him and punching him in the head. Choked him out real good, you know? Told him I was gonna bury him, but, you know.
Did you witness this?
Yeah, I was inside though. I was too afraid to
She's so chill. She's so
Were you proud of Mike, or were you?
absolutely.
You weren't like ashamed, like, what are you doing? What are you acting like this for?
No, I trust him to have the judgment to know if it's, you know.
And now hearing the story, he made the right choice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of going right for our stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And it was a huge investment. We would
Right.
invest a lot.
So much money involved.
Yeah.
Where'd the shotgun come from?
Well, I had to pull the shotgun on him to tell him to leave. This, you know, I choked him out and told him, you know, it's time to go, you know, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I go in the house and get the shotgun. I'm like, get your shit and get it out of here. Like, grab it and go.
Did he have a vehicle?
No, he had to call and get a ride.
Oh, okay. He hasn't come back again? Would you be worried he might come back again?
No way.
Okay. There must be a lot of migration.
There's, during harvest, there's this thing where a lot of people come here to trim weed, and they collect in areas where they can try to just hold signs that need work, you know?
Wow.
And there'd be a bunch of them, 20 people at a time next to the grocery store down there, and people are calling them trimigants because they're immigrants and they're here to trim, so it's trimigants. People are saying it causes problems because they're like, they don't have money, they're kind of camping out,
Homeless,
they're homeless, you know, they're stealing people's stuff or whatever. They come from all around the world.
I got a guy from France,
All over
there's
the
a guy
place.
from Ireland I met.
All over the world. They come out here just to trim weed down at the grocery store there and be like, I'm picking up 20 trimigants right now. Come get in the truck.
Wow.
Usually what you do is blindfold.
Do a piece on
You
trimming.
blindfold them?
Back here, and then once they're in here, they have no idea where they're at. You take their phones. You don't get your phone for the week that you get to work here.
Wow.
We blindfold you, bring you out here, and then you sit here for a week, pulling leaves off the plants.
You have these plants sitting here, somebody could just take them.
You can't go to the police if that happens?
You can't.
Really? There's no cops to
Nothing that's
go
going to
to.
do. The county has a few sheriffs at best.
They don't want cops because they are just a waste of money. They're
They
not doing
voted to
anything.
not have cops
Yeah, a
here.
while ago.
Yeah, they don't do anything. We spend $2,000 a month on security during flower season, from October all the way through the end of November.
You do personally?
Yeah. So why would I pay a police service that's not going to come here and watch my crop?
It is like the Wild West out here, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Kinda.
Do you dig it?
I mean, I come from Iowa. It's a lot better than the Bible Belt. In Iowa, I'm a felon for having 2.7 grams of weed. They gave me a felony because I didn't want to snitch and go through their whole system of confidential informant bullshit. So I took the felony. My PO said, 9 months of me being on probation. He's like, what's going on here? You drop dirty every week. I held the job down. I took care of my sick grandma. I was sick. I didn't do anything bad. I just dropped dirty for weed. He said, I'm just done with this. He signed me off probation and told me to leave the state. So I left the state and came to Oregon. I wanted to be legal forever. Iowa didn't let you be legal. So you had to be illegal. Then I found out Oregon.
Because you had to smoke.
Oh yeah, I had to smoke. I mean, I puke blood, shit blood. I should have lost like 8 feet of my intestines by now. They told me I wouldn't live till 27, 26. I'm healthy as fuck.
You two are in a good relationship. Because you can say that in front of her and you're not like embarrassed.
No. No, it's like life. She might have to see that at one point or another. You know, normally when I smoke, you really don't have to deal with it. But
So the weed really tempers those symptoms.
oh yeah. They wanted to take feet of my intestines out. They said there was no way I would live without taking feet of my intestines out. I still have all my everything.
Crazy. Oh
And I've taken nothing. I did none of the medicines they gave me, none of the treatments they suggested. I just smoked weed like crazy.
That's cool.
What's the knife on your hip for? Work?
No, work, day to day, you know, you just never know. You know, intimidation, you know what I mean? You don't really want to fuck with a knife that big.
No.
Normally, if you get a knife this big, you can talk your way out of it.
Mm.
Everyone around town carries big knives like that.
Well, this is
guns.
tiny.
Really?
People walk around with swords.
Yeah.
I saw people walk down the street with guns.
I saw a guy get out of his car and unload like 6 guns off of him.
It was like a merc
And then
from
go
a
into the
movie.
store. This guy was like a merc, just covered with guns, and just unloaded all of his guns.
Oregon is a funny blend of like West and progressivism, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a
You
cool
got like a
place.
bunch of hippies and a bunch of people that really love guns, and everyone kind of likes weed.
Have you heard of state of Jefferson? This whole southern Oregon, northern California area, a lot of people were pushing for making it a new state a long time ago. Then World War II happened and caused the whole thing to just get put under. But a lot of people here still fly the flag. It's a green flag with like this yellow,
Oh yeah, you'll see it everywhere.
this yellow circle thing in it.
Parliament.
The hippies, they're all about Mother Earth and nature. They grow organically like we do, eat organic foods and stuff, but a lot of the rednecks are out there just polluting and tearing shit up and
So there's a battle here of hippies versus rednecks.
kind of, yeah,
If there's a war, where do you stand?
pretty much with the hippies.
Absolutely.
And there's tweakers.
Yeah, the tweakers are crazy.
And then nobody likes the tweakers, so that's a third party.
I mean, do you feel like this is a good place to be, and
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely nice. Pretty chill.
despite any discord between some groups?
Yeah, no, they don't mess with us, really.
Yeah, 'cause we're not a problem.
You have a son?
Yeah, he's 4.
And are you the only parent here?
I have kids, but they live in Utah.
Oh, okay. Well, then as parents, what are your thoughts about the future of the country or of the world? Like, do you think things are getting better?
I'm pretty positive about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the amount of psychedelics that are going around in the communities now throughout the country are opening people's eyes more to the pollutions that we're causing to the planet. So more people are going to start leaning towards saving the planet and becoming more like hippies than rednecks. Not that there's anything wrong with the redneck thing, but burning tires and stuff like that shouldn't happen. Everyone should start growing more food and vegetables and more weed.
I like this guy.
Do the research.
At least legalize it.
Everybody's
for
got a
medical.
sick aunt. Everybody's got a sick grandma.
Farmers.
Don't
No.
suppress your feelings with pills.
Somebody's
But if you are too high of energetic and you need to repress that, then you should just do something.
Do more.
Don't sedate the kid.
Yeah.
Make him go run around.
Yeah,
Play.
don't tell kids that they can't run around and have fun.
Those kids will end up addicted to drugs.
Yeah, drugs are bad. Drugs are bad, okay?
Drugs.
I laughed, but I really like. Oh, okay.
A little bit at the end here.
Okay.
We got 25% all day long.
So it's just a more concentrated form of.
Yeah, he's dabbing that right in that hot area.
Pulled it out of, you know? So there's no question whether it's still any. It's like still perfect patty. Perfect patty, not a single piece missing. Here's your half pound dab. He goes snap and breaks it every time. I'm like,
That's how that's done, huh?
That's great.
Basically, like I don't know how many joints worth of weed in one hit, but I mean, it would knock most people right out, and they did it like it was a cigarette, right? It wasn't that big a deal.
Just watching that video, my eyes feel kind of heavy, right? It's intense. But no, I didn't know you had that one in the catalog. That's a fun one. That's a fun
It
one.
is a fun one. It's a good one. YouTube is a little frustrating because you just don't know which videos are going to do well. Like, I don't know why Bill Jones was going to do well and this one didn't. I mean, this one, I had a more flashy intro, right? Compared to Bill Jones, it just starts off as nothing.
That might be part of it. Just starting off, maybe.
I noticed minimalism sometimes does better. In fact, I just changed the thumbnail on this video of the hippie to one that's a little more just plain and no words on it, just the picture. Because I see that doing well with the human interest video. It's just a portrait, no words on the thumbnail.
Yeah.
But yeah, why this one didn't do better, I really don't know. But now it's doing a little better, and I don't know why that's the case either. But why not run with it? If it's going to roll a little further, why not help push it a little bit? So
there you go. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was good. The characters in it were all entertaining, and played a specific role. I mean, the girl in the purple reminded me midway through. I'm thinking, is that Liv Tyler? Is that where she's been? You know, yeah, because she called.
Yeah, she was such a.
She was so stoned.
She needed to go to Woodstock.
She did.
Even the clothes she wore were like real light, like she's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an angel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, well that's good. That's good. I'm glad we watched that one.